Hi friends! Okay, so I decided that I was going to do a maybe 3 or 4 part series based on hair in fashion colors. I didn't include the process in this video only just because my husband helps me bleach my roots and also trims the sides for me with my own clippers, and he's more of a behind the scenes type of guy. So, but when I add the color, I typically add the color, half the time I'll do it myself, half the time if I feel like I need help, he'll do it for me. But I'm going to try and do adding the color by myself for your benefit so that you can actually see how I apply the color. Because I kind of have made things, I've had quite a hair evolution, and if I ever figure out how YouTube works, I may have a video with all the different pictures of my hair, and I've been doing it for 1.5 years now, and yeah. So today, I just want to focus on a little tiny excerpt on bleach. Okay, so one really important thing that I've noticed that I've told people that no one seems to really know is something really basic that I feel like everyone should know, is that this is your hair's best friend. But more importantly, when it comes to bleaching. So I usually do an overnight coconut mask in my hair before I do any bleaching. I leave the coconut oil on my hair while I bleach it. It does not stop or hinder the process at all, but it protects my hair. It's so wonderful. I had my hair's about this long now, but when my hair was this long, I figured out how much bleaching is too much bleaching for my hair. So you kind of have to, it's like everybody has different porosities to their hair. Everybody's hair reacts differently. Even different pigments will react differently to different people's hair. So there are some blanket rules, but really it's kind of like a learning process. And I figured out that the lightening treatments that are safe because they don't have bleach are also really damaging. And you still need to space them out. And that's why the last, about this much of my hair is the last bit that is almost gone of the great bleaching incident of 2017. Because I thought that a bleach bath is bleach plus conditioner versus bleach and developer. So it's like a friendlier way to bleach, but it still is damaging. I also tried several lightening treatments, like the vitamin C treatment, which is a bunch of crushed up vitamin C tablets with I use a pumping motion, anti-dandruff shampoo mixed in. With anti-dandruff shampoo is very damaging as well, which I'm trying to make this video quick because my hair is developing very quickly as well. But just throw a bunch of facts at you, and and then if you have more questions, then I can address them more thoroughly. But just keep in mind that even if there's not developer or bleach involved, if your hair is getting color removed, it is damaging somehow. And I ended up, the problem is that I had bright pink hair and I wanted to go to sky blue. And the problem was my hair would not let go of this bright pink because I had been pink for quite a while, so I had several layers of pink on it, which didn't help my case. I'll go over brands another time. There's a million amazing vegan brands out there. so much better than when I was a teenager, and so much more affordable. Go vegan when it comes to hair color with fashion colors. 100% go vegan. You will not be disappointed. I have tried twice permanent hair color, and I have been disappointed with how the color turned out. It did last long, but it turned to muck. Now, I don't know if it was just because I didn't try the right permanent brands, but I'm so happy with vegan colors that there's really no necessary need to go the permanent route. So, first tip when you're bleaching, make sure you don't wash your hair for at least 3 days. Do an overnight coconut mask, or at least an hour before you put on the bleach. Put a towel over your head so that it generates heat. When you generate heat, your pores open up and it soaks up all the coconut oil, which is why when you have fashion colors or any other kind of colored hair, it's always recommended to wash your hair in as cold water as you can stand. Mine isn't icy cold, but I can tolerate like room temperature kind of coldish tap water. And I just dunk my head because I don't want a full body cold shower. I just want to wash my hair the right way. So washing your hair with cold water will also help it last longer, because the cold water does not open up the pores so that the color falls out. But I'm not talking about color today. I'm talking about bleaching safely. Now, if I didn't like how the bleach turned out, I would wait a week and then not wash my hair for at least 3 to 5 days and do an overnight coconut mask and then try again. Other things that you want to do is that I have my, if you do this a lot at home, go to Sally's. It's so much cheaper. Get a card. I use just this basic Salon Care Blue Flash bleach. I mix both the 40 volume cream and the 20 volume cream. I would not go any higher than 40, and honestly, whenever I do 40, I mix about half 40 and half 20, and I make sure to do the cream. Do the cream, it's a lot safer. And you could do 30 volume cream. 30 volume cream is probably the right way to go. Yeah. And then when you mix it, it's 1 part dry bleach with 2 parts developer. So obviously, if you're not familiar with that kind of measuring system, if I were to add 1 cup of flour, I would add 2 cups of sugar. I'm not a baker, but that would be the example. These are my bowls. You want plastic bowls. I got these. You do not have to get the bowls from Sally Beauty. In fact, don't, because it's one of the most expensive, overly priced item that you'll ever get over there. I got these at Walmart I like my bowls to match. So I went to the clearance section and there was about 10 of these plastic. You want to make sure you get plastic bowls, not metal. Something to do with the developing, I don't know what. I bleached them a million times. I've colored in them a million times, and for some reason the color doesn't dye the bowl, but it dyes my hair. And plus they're so cute, right? So I got them on the discount section for like 15 cents each. A color bowl with a handle, which by the way, in my opinion, is not really necessary, is, I think it's like $5 or $6 per bowl. And if you're doing multicolors and bleachings and stuff, it's just not worth it. When you can pay like 15 cents or 25 cents, go to a dollar store somewhere, get cheap bowls, okay? This is the brushes that we use. I like going to Sally's. I like getting these kind of clips. Are, in my opinion, more useful than the alligator clips, but you do you, whatever works for your hairstyle. With alligator clips, I do prefer the metal ones versus the plastic ones. The plastic ones don't really grip very good. The metal ones are really nice. You can get like a whole box of like 25 of them for like $3, so that's like amazing. Go to Sally's, guys, if you can. There is one product that I will get at Planet Beauty, but I won't talk about it quite yet. I'll show it to you, and it is expensive. It is the only expensive beauty product I use, and it is worth every penny. So yeah, and then of course you can use gloves. We get our gloves from Costco, and they're technically for working on cars and like garage type things, but I get like a pack of like 200 per box, and there's 2 boxes for like $8. So I don't have to be stingy about my gloves. I don't have to worry about rinsing them out and using them again. I just use them and throw them out, which is super helpful because sometimes I don't feel like putting coconut oil all over my hands. So another thing that you want to keep in mind is like you don't want to, right now my husband has only bleached most of my roots and just a little bit above. I want to make sure that you guys know that you should not be bleaching the tips of your hair that's already been processed too many times. So if you can help it, the best tip I can give you is, I know that in the beginning it's super exciting. You want to change your whole head of color all the way, and the only way to do that is to bleach all of your hair. Space it out. It would be my best advice. And just be careful, because every time you bleach your hair, it gets more and more damaged, which is why I kind of have a layering effect right now, and I'll show it to you in another video, but you've seen it before in my past videos where I have like multiple colors, and it's because I don't bleach the tips. I just add color to the tips. So the tips are blue. They'll be blue until they eventually get trimmed out, and then they'll be pink. And so the only added color that I usually add is if I add color to the roots, or sometimes I'll do my side cut. Earlier this week I had my side cut blue. Or I'll do my eyebrows. Be careful, please. Don't get bleached in your eyebrows. You're not supposed to do that. You could go blind, okay? Let's see. Oh, and, you know what helps also to stop, the boredom. If you have kind of like I want to change the color all the time type of thing, the great thing is if you pick colors that work well together. You have to understand how colors work. Which is why I have mostly blue, pink, and purple in my hair, because if the blue touches the pink, I get purple, and it's no big deal. And in fact, people think it's intentional when you make a mistake and you get a little bit too much blue on the pink, because the great thing about hair is it doesn't line up like a Barbie doll. So when you have a mistake, it actually looks like on purpose. And the very, very first time I dyed my hair, I got a splat kit, and it was purple pink ombre, I think. Splat's amazing. If you want to start there, it's amazing. Very cost effective, especially if you're just beginning. It comes with a bleach and everything, and it's a vegan hair dye. I don't know if it's animal cruelty free or not. But the great thing about that was I literally had no idea what I was doing. I bleached my whole head just on a whim. That's how I started. And then I just took both bottles, and I was just putting it like all over the place. Like I had like no plan whatsoever. And as long as I didn't get any on my hairline, I literally I got so many compliments. And I even went to my hairdresser that week because I needed a trim, and she's like, "Where did you get that done?" It looked intentional. So, that's really fun. Just be smart about your colors, because, if you do green and pink, that makes brown. So, you know, kind of have to understand your color wheel. You have to understand how much your hair can handle. You have to be smart about your lightening processes and bleachings. The vitamin C treatment, in my opinion, was not very successful. It was not worth the damage that it ensued. It did not lift enough color for the amount of damage that it created. Never mind the fact that crushing up 1,000,000 vitamin C tablets with a spoon is like mind-numbingly boring. Seriously, just go the route of just waiting. Just trust me. I know that it sucks waiting. Okay, I know. I am like one of the most impulsive people sometimes when it comes to my hair, but when it comes to lightening, please just wait a week before you try and lighten again. And if you end up with orange the first time, that's great. That means that your hair was really, really dark, probably had black or brown hair. It'll be orange before it'll be bleach ready. Okay, so you'll probably have to do 2 or 3 bleach treatments. A salon will tell you the same thing. Usually they will not do it all in one day. They're not supposed to because they know how much damage it'll create. I actually have, there's a part of my hair in the very front that is this much shorter because the part in the front actually just broke off from that one part of lightening too much. So just be careful. Get yourself a big old Kirkland brand tub of coconut oil and just slather that stuff all over your hair. Honestly, you'll rinse it out and your hair will feel so soft. It won't feel crunchy or damaged. Yeah, and that's all I have to say about bleaching. This is what we got so far. Let's see, got some good lighting. So I think we're pretty much ready to wash out. Yeah. And then next time I see you guys, I will be adding either pink or turquoise to my roots. And then the next video after that, I will be adding adding more color to the pink parts and the purple and blue tips. So I'm going to do it in 2 parts, and I'll explain that when I get to that video. So I hope that you've enjoyed your time with me talking about bleach. Only reason I love Costco is because of this. Okay, I got this thing. I think I got this is 84 fluid ounces of organic virgin coconut oil, cold pressed, unrefined. I think I got it for like 16 bucks, and I think that you can get like this much for 16 bucks when you go to like a grocery store. So just be smart. If you're gonna use it for cooking, then like use a different container when you heat it up and put it in your hair. Don't use the hair spoon when you're gonna dish it out. Okay, bye guys, I'll talk to you later.